Hi Gemini, it's Lynn. I'm here with your March reading. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards a few times and then we'll see what's going on. And we have a time for healing. And we have, yes, Five of Swords. And we have the Bear. Taurus just had the Bear. So maybe you're dealing with the Taurus or you've got Taurus in your birth sign. And a message from the universe. Okay, the time for healing. I feel some of you have ended a relationship, or maybe some of you have been a bit poorly, a bit under the weather. Maybe some of you have lost your job. Whatever situation that you're in, now I feel for March, I feel it's definitely going to be a time for healing. So there's not going to be, you're not going to be feeling like you want to do much in March. I feel that it's very much about concentrating on you, and either physically or emotionally or both, just surrendering to what is basically, and you know, just give it a bit of time, and then once this phase passes through, then we can go on to the next phase and actually rebuild and find ways to actually start new beginnings. But I feel this is quite fresh in March, so it is definitely a time for healing. So don't force anything that you don't want to do. It's very much about just almost like sleepwalking through March. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially when you're going through the healing phase. Maybe you just want to spend time on your own, and some of you might be actually just disengaging from other people for the time being. I feel with the Five of Swords here, it's very much you've been through some sort of a battle. It's been a very long, arduous battle, and you know, the swords are down now, the backs are turned, and it's almost like walking away from something that wasn't meant to be, walking away from something that is not good for you. But if you see these people, they've got their backs turned, their heads are down, the swords are down. They're not fighting anymore, and it's very much, there's no action taking place. And the sea's quite the sea's quite calm as well. So, but the sky's a little bit etchy, so it's still quite fresh. It's still quite it's still quite fresh in the air. What's happened? Now we have this other person in the foreground here, and I feel possibly, you know, their swords, one's pointing down, one and the other two are pointing up. So they're not fighting anymore. This could be you. This could be, you know, you've taken the action and you're not fighting anymore, walking away from a situation, but you're still taking these swords with you in your armory for future use if you need to use them. It's about barriers. It's about being certain and making decisions, and maybe there's going to be some court judgments in the coming future. But it's very windy as well. The clouds are very etchy. The hair is very kind of blown back as well. So it's very fresh in the wind, exactly what's going on with you this month. Now we have the bear energy here as well. Now the bear energy, the bear is usually waking up from a spiritual slumber. For some of you, maybe you have been through the time for healing and you've been through this phase and the bear phase of spiritual hibernation. So maybe you're going to wake up and start new beginnings. But for most of you, I'm feeling, who are just going through the early stages of this, you need to go through this bear slumber stage and pull yourself back from the world and people and just kind of go into hibernation. Maybe you don't really want new beginnings at this present time, but you will in the future when you wake up from this spiritual slumber. So it's knowing that what you're going through at the moment, the bear always wakes up for the spring, and you will definitely get to this phase in the near future. And the message from the universe for you is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So it's about just the Five of Swords here. It's about just surrendering. It's about letting go. It's about what is, and maybe it's something that you don't have any control over and you've been trying to control it. And it's about just surrendering and letting it go, or that person go, or that job go, and you know, fighting to keep something was not doing you any good emotionally. And I feel it's time just to surrender and just heal and go into this bear energy and then wake up all shiny and new and start new beginnings. It's hard to let go and surrender. But I think you finally realise that you can't control other people and other people can't control you. And surrender is a very, very powerful word, because surrendering means you are opting for the unknown and the uncertain, which will definitely bring new beginnings for you, which will be quite exciting. So thank you very much for watching, and love and light to you all. Bye.